Good evening. My name is Terrence Tucker. I'm here to talk about servant leadership. Servant leadership is a very important virtue. We're going to talk about what is servant leadership. We're going to talk about the different character traits that a servant leader should have. And how do they apply it? How do they apply it to the group? And also, too, we're going to talk about the importance of it. The importance of it. This is very important and how it can really be impactful. So. Oh, here we go. Picked the wrong. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong thing. The next slide. Author Ryan Furman, who is the author of What is Servant Leadership, broke down the word servant in 7 different bullet forms, and he broke it down where each letter of the word servant meant something. So he said that the letter S in the word servant stood for selfless, and selfless is all about not being selfish, right? You're not thinking of yourself, you're thinking of others. You're putting others first, right? The next letter is, or I should say next letter with the word, is, I want to say it's empathetic. Empathetic, right? If you're having a difference of opinion with someone, you still need to empathize. You still need to see their view, see their vision, because who knows, they might be seeing something totally different and they might change your mind. And vice versa. So it's really important that you're very empathetic and not just stuck on your own view. All right, because you might surprise yourself. The next letter is R. R. Resolute. Resolute. Right. Resolute. Unwavering commitment. Right. A laser focus. And what's really good about virtue is the fact that that behavior that the players that your players are seeing, they're going to mirror that behavior. They're going to see they're going to see how committed you are as a coach. They're going to see how you're laser focused. So they're going to pick up that same behavior and model that. They really are. Okay. The next one is virtuous. Virtuous. Oh, sorry about that. I'm getting ahead of myself, and this technology is just not, I tell you. All right. The next one is virtuous. Virtuous. Virtuous is when you have a high moral standard, right? You have a certain philosophy for your program, okay? So it's really important that you have these higher moral standards for your philosophy. All right, the next one. It did it again. I'm so ready to go into the next slide. I can't keep going there. All right, the next one is authentic. Being authentic, okay? Being authentic. That way you're a genuine leader, right? And here's the thing. These kids nowadays are smart. They are smart. They'll know when you're fake. And they know when you're genuine. I work with a lot of kids in the profession. I'm a communications coordinator for a video game college. So I'm in high schools all the time. And I'm coaching up kids. I'm talking to kids, not just high school kids, but the kids that are college. And everybody always tells me that, hey, Terrence, we notice these kids are always gravitating to you. I said, because they know that I'm authentic. They realize that I'm the genuine article. I speak to them with truth, and I talk to them with it. I talk to them through an empathetic lens. So it's really easy to talk with me. And plus, it just helps out as a communications coordinator when I graduated from my bachelor's. The next one is nonpartisan. Nonpartisan. Straight through the middle. You're not Republican. You're not Democrat. You're just straight through the middle. You're all about fairness. You're not on their side. You're on that. You're on everybody's side, right? Exactly. And then the last one is thorough. Being thorough, finding the root cause of something, asking why, right? Being thorough with it, leaving no stone unturned. Now I'm next to the next slide, right? I've been wanting to go for a long time. The next slide, Robert Greenleaf, who I call the father of servant leadership, he had this quote, and he said this: "The servant leader is servant first. It begins with the natural feeling that one wants to serve first, then conscious choice brings one to aspire to lead." The quality character for a servant leader. These are my words right here. I say a servant leader's quality of character needs to display high integrity. Okay, that's very important. Fairness, trustworthiness, respect, accountability, and selflessness. Okay. So we back to that word selflessness, right? Not being selfish. You got to put others first. That's the that's the key. That's the key word for servant leadership, because in my opinion, because it's all about selflessness, right? You're not thinking about what's best for me first. Before I help these kids, what's best for me? No. I'm thinking about what's helping these kids first. Even as a father, I never think about what's best for me. I always think about my children. What's best for my children? Is this gonna be this decision I'm going to make? Is this gonna be this choice for them? I found this online. I thought this was pretty interesting, and really fell in line with what I was trying to bring together here. And it says, "Watch your thoughts; they lead to attitudes. Watch your attitudes; they lead to words. Watch your words; they lead to actions. Watch your actions; they lead to habits. Watch your habits, and they form your character." And here's the biggest one: watch your character, and it will determine your destiny. And man, that's powerful right there, because I'm lucky, I'm blessed to grow up with a father who was a pastor, who was a genuine pastor, and he's a pastor today, and he does a great job, and he's been a minister since he was 17, my father. And so I'm telling you, just his character determined his destiny, and his destiny, he's doing great right now. So that's awesome. That's awesome. That's something different to live by. Applying quality of character to athletic leaders, right? And here are those character traits I was talking about. The first trait is persistence. Being persistent, right? Being that unwavering commitment, that laser focus, just keep moving forward, taking it one day at a time, embracing the struggle. The next one, humility. You got to be humble. You can't be a servant leader without being being humbled. You got to be humbled. You can't be arrogant. You got to be humbled. Authentic, and it goes the same thing with being authentic. You can't be authentic if you're not humbled. You can't have one without the other. So you have to be humble. You have to be authentic. And we already talked about empathy. We already touched on that. And there's no better example that just has those traits than Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy, Super Bowl winning coach, the first African-American Super Bowl winning coach, and he's just a true servant leader. He puts others first. And we're going to talk about him. And we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to show you a video that he did.
Leadership a lot, and what are the qualities you look for in a great leader? And to me, the number one quality, and it might be surprising, but I think the number one quality is humility. My professional coach, Chuck Noll, was the best example of a leader that I've ever been around. And that was because he really didn't want the credit. He really didn't want to be out front. He wanted the team to do as well as it could do. And being around him as a player and as an assistant coach, I just really admired that. Everything was done for the good of the team, and he was not afraid to take a back seat. Even though we all knew he was the leader, there was no question he was in charge, he didn't feel like he had to be the most important person. And I think that then transmitted down to everybody else. And our players, our team all felt that way, that winning was more important than being acknowledged as being in charge. And that allowed other leaders to grow. But being a leader and not being afraid to say, I made a mistake, or it was my fault, not always looking for the credit, but looking to build up other people and being humble, I think that's what goes into long-term success.